On to
Heavens no.
On to what? Red Bulls?
Red Bulls? Sure.
Let's go to Red Bulls.
You want me to keep throwing it at you?
Yeah,
or?
keep throwing it at me because I don't have a lot of notes in my head for the Red Bulls game except for just kind of taking the punishment as it happened.
First goal that we give up, an innocuous throw in from the side of our box. He throws it right over Gutman's head. The guy runs in, shoots, and scores. Do you have any thoughts?
I have a thought that Doug Roberson was asking again in the pregame matchup for this weekend. He said, "Hey, clearly that's a mental." Like Doug Roberson's bought into the fact that that's like the player not being sharp, not having the right urgency, and saying that's just a individual error, and there's nothing you can really do about it. That's all on Gutman. Is that correct? Is what I'm throwing it back to you.
No. Not at all. I mean, yes, it's an individual error, right? But actually, when you go back historically and look at things, I think it takes something like an average of 3 errors to score any goal, something like that. I have to look that up. I could be getting that wrong, but it's not just a single error leads to a goal. And that's what I would say about this. Yes, Gutman, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. It was easily thrown over his head. It was a terrible error. Yeah. Right. But you cannot give up a goal every time you give up an error. Right. So here's the problem. So when you're a left back, right, when the ball is thrown over your head and you turn, what do you expect to see?
Some help.
You expect to see your left center back.
Yeah.
Right. So you think, oh, well, maybe he was preoccupied. Right. So on that play, and maybe we should have pulled up the clip because you don't even have to watch the clip. You just pause it. Yeah. Right when the throw in is thing, there are 2 attackers standing in the 6-yard box right in the center of the field. Okay. One of them is being marked up completely by Lennon, who's all the way in the middle. Fine. Good. He's marking the guy up. Yeah. Right. The other one is being flanked. I mean, Lennon and Parata and Abram were 3 yards apart from each other, right in a row, right on the 6-yard box with only 2 defenders.
Yeah.
So, honest to God, right? Parata's got to say, I got him, and you go a little bit out there and help.
Yeah.
Right? Or at least be ready to help.
Right.
And Abram never moved. I mean, he never moved. The guy just came right in and had a free shot. So that's mistake number 2. Why do we have 2 guys holding hands or 2 center backs holding hands, marking one guy?
So is that just 2 individual mistakes or something tactical in there that's being trained that you're saying? It has Abrams
we think
sticking.
that it's something tactical because there's obviously we always have. That's the Pineda thing. We've always got the guys in the center. They always do that. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, center back's supposed to be in the center, but your point is he didn't see the.
If you're a center left back,
he wasn't aware to the danger.
He should have been in front of that guy, looking out there. And the moment that throw looks like it's coming out, he should have gone and he could have easily won the ball. He could have been first to that ball.
Yeah.
Right. It was not that hard. He didn't sense the danger, and he started out in a bad spot. I mean, it was just terrible.
And I don't know. You would assume Gutman wasn't clued into the ball being thrown as long as it's going to be. I haven't seen
it. It wasn't a long throw. Gutman was like cheating near like 5 yards from the sideline, and he just threw it, and Gutman was like, oh. Yeah. So it was terrible by Gutman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was awful. I'm not bailing Gutman out.
Yeah.
But then the shot, he's like 5, maybe 6 yards off the touchline when he shoots it from. Guzan is standing near post. It's chest high, and he gets beaten near post.
Wait, was he inside the box? Or you say he was by the touch, but by the what?
So he was out wide, but he was only about 6 yards off the touchline. So it was a very acute angle.
Got it.
Right. So it wasn't like he was in the middle where he could have shot far post.
Right.
And Guzan was in perfect position. And he hit it hard, but it wasn't like destroyed.
Right.
And it was literally chest high. As a goalkeeper, that's like
especially Brad's big palm.
So, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I want to go back to our preseason reflection. So we talked a lot about in the first 2 preseason games that Guzan gave up 2 horrible goals where he didn't seem to be moving right. He was late. He gave up rebounds because his hands weren't good.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot about how we were worried that he should have saved that, right? One of the things that's interesting going through this season is that Guzan hasn't given up like a ton of goals where you're like, oh, he absolutely should have saved. No howlers. But there is goal after goal after goal that are going very close to his body that he's not saving, which is interesting. And if you look at the stats, he has number 1 lowest save percentage in the MLS.
Really?
Guzan does. And he has given up the most goals relative to expected goals in the entire league.
Wow.
So the problem I have is you don't have a single moment where you can criticize him, but I'm noticing a lot of balls going right by him, and the numbers are saying that he should be saving more of those.